So today we'll see some previous year question that were asked in JEE Mains. Okay, as you can see clearly. Okay, I have taken first. I will solve this question. Okay, so the question is clearly visible to us. Okay, first question I'm going to solve this one. Okay, so this question I'm going to solve. Hmm. Limit x tends to 0, e to the power ax minus okay, so it is given 70. तो ये डाटा हमें क्वेश्चन में गिवन है और क्वेश्चन तो हमें इवालुएट करना है ये okay. What will be the value of 5a square plus b square? So the question is so you have to find the value of this one. Okay, so now we'll see how can we solve this one. Okay, this question was asked in JEE 2023 April 13. So be careful. Okay, so solution. Then when we can observe that when x tends to 0, the numerator of the this function, that is this one, this function is tends to 0. Okay, and the denominator also tends to 0 when x tends to 0, as cos 0 is 1. So 1 minus 1 will be 0. Hence, so one thing is clear from here, that when x tends to 0, okay, our given f of x tends to what? 0 by 0 form. It reduces to this one. So we can apply L'Hospital rule as well. Before that one, I would like to rewrite the denominator. Okay, so we all know that what cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sin square x, which implies cos 2x will be equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x. Is it true or not? Okay, I can write cos square x as 1 minus sin square x. So here another sin square x is there. So it will be 1 minus 2 sin square x. Okay. Okay. Take cos square x this side and sin 2 sin square x this side. Then it will be what? 2 sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x. So I can replace what? 1 minus cos 2x by 2 sin square x. Okay, so the denominator of this function I can rewrite it as 2 sin square x. So it will be Oh, sorry, I have to rewrite it as 2 sine square x. Okay, so okay, right hand side is 17 given. Sorry, it is 0, so it will be e to the power ax. So what I will do, I will multiply and divide x square in the denominator function. So okay, then I can, by using the standard trigonometric limit formula, okay, this, okay, this one will tend to 1, okay, when x tends to 0. Okay, okay, now I will apply this limit to this denominator only, so that it will convert to 1. Okay, then I have not done anything yet to the numerator function, so just I am writing as it is. So it will be 2x square equal to 70, which implies limit extends to 0. Okay, let me take this 1 by 2 outside the limit, so it will be what, 1 by 2. Okay, so again we will put 0 in the function, then you can observe that clearly when x tends to 0, this function, okay, reduces to what, 0 by 0 form again, this function. Okay, so now I will apply L'Hospital rule here. So as when x tends to 0, this function reduces to 0 by 0 form, I can apply L'Hospital rule. So in L'Hospital rule, what I will do, I will differentiate separately the numerator and denominator. Then it will be what, will be 2x. Okay, so when x tends to 0, okay, the denominator, okay, 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 let me write, okay, when x tends to 0, the numerator tends to 0 and the denominator tends to what? A minus c by 2 is equal to 70, as denominator is equal to 0. Okay, so const constant upon 0 is equal to infinity. If it happens, then we'll get what? Infinity as our answer. And when the limit of a function tends to infinity, it means what? The limit of the function, we can say that the limit of the function does not exist. Okay, but we can clearly see that the right hand side, that is the limit of that function when x tends to 0, is 17 given to us. It means the limit of the function exists. It is very clear. So what will be the scenario such that the limit of the function will exist? If, now we'll see, if the numerator is also equal to 0, then there is a chance. Then that is a minus c by 2 should be equal to 0. Okay, which implies what? C equal to 2a. Okay, if it happens, then we can say that further we can continue our calculation. Okay, there is a chance of existence of limit if it happens. Okay, if a minus c by 2 will be a non-zero value or a constant, then the denominator is clearly 0 when x tends to 0. Then the answer will be what? Infinity. तो जब x 0 को टेंड करता है तो डिनोमिनेटर 0 को अटेंड करता है, ये क्लियर है. और न्यूमरेटर अगर कांस्टेंट आ जाता है तो लिमिट का फंक्शन, जो फंक्शन का लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि वो कांस्टेंट अपॉन 0 इन्फिनिटी आता है. लेकिन हमें क्वेश्चन में गिवन है कि इस फंक्शन का लिमिट x पे 17 आ रहा है, तो लिमिट एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. तो फर्दर एग्जिस्ट करने के लिए जो एक होप है वो पॉसिबल है if the numerator will also be equal to 0. Okay, then by equating the numerator equal to 0, we got a relation that is c equal to 2a. हो गया, तो एक रिलेशन हमें मिल गया. then okay, then it is again reduces to what? 0 by 0 form. Then again we will apply L'Hospital rule here. So it will be okay, limit x tends to 0. अगेन मैं यहाँ पे एल हॉस्पिटल रूल को यूज करता हूँ, तो ये आ जाएगा ए स्क्वायर Okay, so when x tends to 0, the limit will be what? So now I will use the relation that we have got, that is c equal to 2a. So I will replace 2a in place of c. So it will be a square equal to what? So it will be 5a square plus b square equal to 68. So the the question was, initially it was asked to us that what will be the value of what? 5a square. Okay, 5a square plus b. Okay, this was we had asked, and we got the answer as 68. Okay, so just I have applied L'Hospital rule here 2 times to evaluate the answer. Okay, now we'll solve another question. Now then it is this one, 81. Now we'll solve this question. So okay, 81 is given that limit x tends to 0 e to the power x square minus cos x, okay, divided by sin square x. Okay, so we'll solve. So before solving this question, okay, I would like to write, okay, one note here, and the note is that limit x tends to 0 e to the power f of x minus 1 divided by f of x will be equal to 1. Sorry, it will be equal to what? 1. When limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to 0. If it happens, then we can say that limit of this function will be 1 when x tends to 0. Okay, okay, you can take a here. Okay, then it will be a. Okay, what about the non-zero value? So we can clearly see that I am going to relate this question to this formula. So what I will do, there should be minus 1. Okay, e to the power f of x is given here. Okay, I can take, if I assume that our f of x is this one, is my required f of x. So when I relate this question to this function, then I need minus 1 there. So what I will do, I will do minus, I will write here minus 1 plus 1. So it will be what? Just let me write. Okay. Now I will multiply x square and divide sine x square. Okay. Why I did so? Because when x will tend to 0, the limit of this function will be what? It will be 10 to 1. Okay. So I can relate. Now I can write it as limit x tends to 0 e to the power x square minus 1 plus 1 minus cos x. So it will be x square. Now I will divide. Okay. So this, if we observe clearly, then we can relate to this formula that I have written here to the note that e to the power f of x minus 1 divided by f of x is equal to 1 when x tends to 0. So here if I relate this question to this note, तो ये हो जाएगा हमारा रिक्वायर्ड एफ ऑफ एक्स हो जाएगा क्या, ये हो जाएगा रिक्वायर्ड एफ ऑफ एक्स, ये भी है एफ ऑफ एक्स, तो क्वेश्चन है e टू द पावर एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस 1 डिवाइडेड बाय एफ ऑफ एक्स, और एक चीज क्या है वहां पे, व्हेन सॉरी लिमिट x tends to 0 x square is equal to 0. Okay, this condition also holds good, this condition also holds true, so I can write that the limit of this function will be 1. So I can write that it will be, okay, it will be 1 plus, now limit of x 0 1 minus cos x by x square. So I can see that when x tends to 0, this function, what, this function reduces to 0 by 0 form. So I can apply L'Hospital rule, then it will be what, okay, I mean x tends to 0. Okay, so it will, and when you can see that this one sin x by x when x tends to 0 tends to what, 1. Okay, then it will be what, 1 plus taking 1 by 2 outside, and it will be 1. Okay, and the answer will be, okay, 3 by 2. Okay, now we'll see another question. Let me bring down this. Okay, so from here you can see that our required question is, now we'll solve 82 number question, that is 82. So here we are given what? F of 1 equal to -2, f dash x is greater than or equal to 4.2. Okay, when the value of x is in between 1 to 6. Then the possible value of f of x 6 will be what? So the given data is 82. What is given to us? -2. F dash x is greater than or equal to what? 4.2. Okay. Then the question is, what will be the value of f of 6 will be what? So what we will do? Let us see. So f dash x, I can write it as now integrate both the side, then it will be what? F of x. So we got this in equation. Okay, from here we got this one. Okay, now we are given what? F of 1 equal to -2. We will apply this condition in this state now. So let me put f of 1 here, then it will be greater than or equal to what? 4.2 into 1 plus c. So what happens now? Okay, f of 1 is what? -2. Okay, which implies then the value of c will be what? Tell me, what will be the value of c here? So clearly we can see that the value of c will be equal to -2 minus 4.2. Okay, less than or equal to take. Okay, then we got the value of c is equal to what? -6.2. Less than or equal to, or for the time being you can consider it as 6.2 area. So now the in equation was, from here I can conclude that f of x should be greater than or equal to what? 4.2x minus 6.2. Okay, then f, the question was what will be the value of f of 6. So I will just put 6 in place of x. So it will be okay, it will be 25.2. So it will be greater than or equal to 90. Okay, f of 6 is greater than or equal to 90. So here we got f of 6 is greater than or equal to 19. Now we'll go to the option. So if we see the option A, then we got the value that f of 6, value of f of 6 is greater than or equal to 90. तो 19 के इक्वल हो सकता है या 19 से बड़ा हो सकता है. तो रियल नंबर लाइन पे देखेंगे, अगर ये 19 है तो पॉइंट जो है ये यहाँ से आगे, okay, यहाँ से आगे तक मतलब कहीं भी लाई कर सकता है, 19 या 19 से आगे। तो ऑप्शन ए को अगर देखते हैं तो ये क्या 15 क्लोज इंटरवल, 19 ओपन इंटरवल है, तो ये इस रीजन में कुछ बोल रहा है, 19 से छोटा वैल्यू होगा, तो ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। अगर ऑप्शन बी को देखते हैं तो ये -∞ टू 12 है, तो यहीं कहीं 12 होगा, तो -∞ टू 12 मतलब ये रीजन, मतलब ये इस साइड नहीं आ रहा है, तो ये भी नहीं होगा। और 12 से 15, तो 12 से 15 कुछ ये होगा, तो ये वाला रीजन ये भी नहीं है, तो ऑप्शन डी 19 टू इन्फिनिटी, तो 19 इसमें इंक्लूड है इस इंटरवल में, और ऑप्शन डी ओनली। ओके, सो फॉर ऑप्शन डी ओनली 19 is included in option D only. So we can clearly see that D will be the correct option. Now we'll see another question, that is 83. Okay, just see clearly that f of x is given here a polynomial, and we are given a limit. Okay, just we have to evaluate by using the given data. So इसको हम solve करते हैं। गिवन है f of x is equal to, okay, 3, okay, here f of x is given as what, तो यहाँ पे f of x क्या गिवन है, 3x to the power 10 minus 7x to the power 8 plus 5 6 to the x to the power 6 minus 21 x to the power 3 plus 3x square minus 7। ओके, ये है हमारा गिवन, और ये लिमिट पूछा है, लिमिट x, सॉरी, लिमिट अल्फा टेंड्स टू 0 f of 1 minus alpha f of 1 इसका वैल्यू क्या होगा। तो इससे पहले मैं एक नोट डिस्कस करना चाहूँगा, तो वो ये है कि लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव या राइट हैंड डेरिवेटिव। सो लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव ये कैसे इवैल्यूएट होता है, लिमिट, ओके, f of a minus f of a minus h डिवाइडेड बाय h। ओके, तो इसको हम फिर से लिख सकते हैं ऐसा, लिमिट h टेंड्स टू 0 f of a minus h minus f of a, so it will be what, minus h। ओके, ये भी LHD है और ये भी LHD है, लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव। तो इसको हम लिखते हैं क्या, f डेक्स a। ओके, अगर ये फंक्शन डिफरेंशिएबल है तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट मैं यहाँ पे यूज करने वाला हूँ, तो देखते हैं अभी। limit alpha tends to 0 f of 1 minus alpha. Here in question h की जगह पे अल्फा दे दिया है, बस कुछ और चेंजेस नहीं है, सेम है। अल्फा को मैं यहाँ पे कॉमन लूंगा तो ये आएगा अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस 3। Now I will multiply minus 1 in the numerator and in the denominator. So it will be minus 1, just I have multiplied in the numerator f of 1. So it will be what? Minus alpha. So if we see carefully, then this one, only this portion it is LSD. ओके तो ये हाँ पॉइंट ए पे अगर डिफरेंशिएबल है तो ये एट ए मतलब 1 पे लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव को इंडिकेट करता है। तो इसका वैल्यू आ जाएगा क्या? एफ डेक्स ए। हियर एज पर दिस क्वेश्चन इट विल बी एफ डेक्स ए। तो ये एफ डेक्स यहाँ पे ए क्या है? 1 है, तो ये हो जाएगा एफ डेक्स 1। तो ये हो जाएगा लिमिट अल्फा टेंड्स टू 0 माइनस 1 है यहाँ पे, और ये हो जाएगा एफ डेक्स 1 डिवाइडेड बाय अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस 3। तो अगर वैल्यू पुट कर देते हैं तो ये आ जाएगा -1/3 इंटू एफ डेक्स 1, और हमारे पास एफ ऑफ एक्स गिवन है तो हम एफ डेक्स 1 इवेलुएट कर सकते हैं। इसका डेरिवेटिव ले लेंगे एक बार और x की जगह पे 1 पुट कर देंगे तो ये हमारे पास एफ डेक्स 1 आ जाएगा। तो ये हो जाएगा फिर से -1/3 और इसका वैल्यू आ जाएगा -53। तो ये हो जाएगा 53/3। तो ये हम देखेंगे अभी ऑप्शन में है या नहीं। तो क्लियरली इट इज गिवन दैट दिस वन इज ओके। हमारा यहाँ पे ऑप्शन में है कि 53/3 यही होगा करेक्ट आंसर। ओके, दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे।